honestly, naturally now. Yay, I want to talk about leadership. Leadership following guidance, um, relationships, any type of relationship, business, personal, romantic, any type of relationship. In any type of relationship, there's a leader and a follower. In business, love, it don't matter. Somebody got to lead and somebody got to follow. It could flip flop between the members. Hang on, they're cranking up their truck. It could flip flop between the members. If you got 2, 3 people in a relationship, if you're in polygamy, you got more than 2 people. If you're monogamy, it's 2 people. Actually, monogamy really mean one. So monogamy is you in a relationship with yourself, but mono means one. So even if it's 2 people, it's still polygamy. Anyway, that's a whole nother video. But no matter what the relationship is, somebody gonna lead, somebody gonna follow. All right, somebody gonna lead, somebody gonna follow. When you are talking about a relationship, you're talking about um, a structure. There's a structure to it, right? And like the Masons, Illuminati, all these secret societies, they understand and overstand structure. The church understand, overstand structure. That's why their symbol is a pyramid. And it's a pyramid because a pyramid has a peak. There's one peak. A pyramid is not like a triangle where there's like nothing up there but one bar across. A pyramid has one peak, a peak up there, right? So up at the peak, it's like the epitome, right? The epitome is up there, right? And everybody looks at the peak like, okay, that's the epitome. That's the God, the goal, right? That's another word y'all have to research is God. God means gold. That's why on your money it says God, and their God is actually gold, oil, and drugs. Okay, God actually means gold. When you're saying God, you're saying gold. Anyhow, I'm getting off the other stuff. I got to download that whenever a woman wants a man and a man wants a woman, you have to determine who is going to be the epitome, who is going to be the God, who is going to be the leader, who is everybody going to look up to. It needs to be clear. Who are the offsprings are going to look up to? Who is everyone going to look up to? When you look at the pyramids and you look up, you're looking up at the peak. Most people don't look at the sides or anything like that. You look at the peak. You're like, wow, look at that peak, right? When you look at a Christmas tree, there's an ornament on a Christmas tree. When you see a beautiful Christmas tree with a beautiful ornament, you always look and say, wow, look at that ornament. Everybody looks to the peak, right? To the peak, okay? When you're in a relationship, business, anything, it has to be determined. This is why in a corporation, you have president, secretary, treasurer. In a government, you have president, secretary, treasurer. Okay? There cannot be 2 presidents. There could be a president and a vice president of a corporation or a company, which again, the government is actually a company. That's why I have a president, secretary, treasurer. You have a president and a vice president, but that's a whole nother video again. So they got you thinking it's a real government, and it's not. It's a corporation. So anyhow, it has to be determined who's the president. Who are we going to vote for? Okay? Who are we going to vote for? Who is going to be the goddamn president in this relationship, in this business? Okay? Once that is determined, everybody need to follow that leader. just like how we have a president in America. You have to respect the leader, whether you the government, like, excuse me, like the army, right? American army. It doesn't matter who's the president. Everybody in the American army, when the president says something, you have to obey it. I don't care if Joe Biden is president, but you wanted Trump to be president. If you want to stay in the army, in the military, and Joe Biden says do this, you must do. Joe Biden says go to war in Ukraine, you must go to war in Ukraine. You have to follow your orders from your leader of the entity, the relationship, the company. You have to follow your orders. If you don't want to follow your orders, if you cannot follow your orders, then you leave. You leave. You can't, it's no argument. It's no anarchy. You just leave. Okay, this is the leader. This is the epitome. This is our president, whatever you want to call it. This is Jesus, Buddha, Allah. You follow. Let me use that for example, the Bible. Let me use Jesus, right? It's things in the Bible that people will follow and things people won't follow. There's things in the Bible people will claim they're Christians and all of this hoopla, and they'll follow the whole Bible, but when it comes to certain things, they're not going to follow it. Like it say, you're really supposed to be married to the first person you have sex with as a woman. As a woman. Okay, you're really never supposed to get a divorce. Once a man puts you away, you're really never supposed to marry again. We really not supposed to be out here fornicating. We're really not supposed to be out here having deviant sex, sucking dick and eating coochie. Right? You know, it's a lot of stuff we all do, we should not be doing, right? But see, I look at the Bible as a metaphoric book. Okay, I don't see it as Jesus really existed. I saw Jesus as Superman, Batman, a metaphoric superhero. Just a metaphoric superhero. You know, Job, Moses, all these characters are like, when I read the Bible, it's like I'm reading a comic book. So it's not a bad thing, but it's a book you can learn all these metaphoric principles. Okay? I don't look at it as a bad thing. And I respect it. I respect all religions because it gives people structure. I actually respect religious people more than I respect non-religious people, to be honest with you. Because non-religious people are fucking out here just doing anything, everything, all kind of stupid shit. Anything goes. When you get a real person, when I say religious people, I mean really convicted people, like Muslims. You know, it don't matter what time it is, where it is. When they come time to pray, they gonna fall on their knees and pray. They could be taking a shit on the stupor. When it's a certain time, they're gonna stop and pray. They could be in the middle of a robbery. A certain time, they're gonna stop and pray. It does not fucking matter. They could be in front of the president, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, anybody. It come a certain time, they're gonna get on their knees and pray. They don't give a fuck who or what in prison. If they in prison, them prison guards, everybody know you better let them Muslims do what they do. Because if you giving them orders, they not gonna put your orders over Allah orders. Allah say, pray at this time, get on your knees. That's what they're gonna do. All right. I see a relationship the same way. When, number one, I believe the man is the leader. The man is the head, the man is the leader. And as a man, as the leader, you need to have a vision. You need to have a plan. You need to have a goal. As a man, I'm going to get on you men first. You need to have a vision. You need to have a plan. You need to have a goal. If you do not have a plan, a vision, and a goal, and take this from me because I had to learn this lesson, the woman is just tossed about any which way. Okay? Another dude to come along with a vision, a plan, and a goal, she gonna follow him. If you do not have a distinct vision, plan, and a goal, your house is will just wither. Your house is withering. Your house is just shaking. Okay? Any storm comes, your house is shaking. Okay? When you have a set plan in stone, in a foundation, a strong foundation, I don't care if you're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, non-religious, whatever the fuck you are, if you have a structure in your home as a man, if you have a plan that you're going to be in real estate, you're going to be a basketball player, football player, a rapper. I know dudes, they try to be rappers and their women follow them. Their offsprings follow them. And they became good rappers. I was in the music industry, and I had a artist that actually his whole family was pushing behind him to be a singer, a rapper, right? His name was what was that dude name? But anyhow, he was part of Pretty Ricky, and when Pleasure Pete left Pretty Ricky, he took their place, and then they, he left them or they broke up, and then he came to us. But anyhow, long story short, this dude, his woman was behind him 100,000%, and his offsprings, right? Moet, that was his name, Moet. I gotta look him up. You have to realize whenever you as a man do not have a structure, a plan, the woman, she has no choice but to make a structure and a plan. If you don't have income coming in, if you're not producing, the woman, she has no choice but to go have a job, have income producing, go sell her pussy, whatever the fuck she need to do, because you got to eat and keep a roof over your head and your offspring's head. That's why a lot of dudes, you can't get mad when your woman go sell her pussy, sell her ass, because you're not providing. I was just talking to a female recently. She said, when she was younger, she had to be a stripper. Her dude thought she was working at Walmart, but she wasn't. She was stripping. She was stripping overnight because, making money at Walmart wasn't going to pay the bills. So she was a stripper. But she didn't tell him that because she didn't want to lose him. But anyhow, this is why, as a man, you need to be a high income producer. Now, it's not to say you're going to be that right away, but that's the goal. This is why I don't believe in being broke. This is why I believe in property, equity, all of that type of stuff, right? That's the only way you're going to get it. If you lose your job, your income, you have your properties. You're renting your properties out. You can sell your properties, your assets, gold, even stocks, all of this type of stuff, right? So as a man, you have to have all of this in place as the president, as the leader. Otherwise, the woman is going to naturally become the president and the leader. It has to be a leader. It has to be a leader. Some people, that the offsprings run the house. The offsprings are the leaders in the house. In some households, it's the babies running the house. The babies tell the mother and father what to do, or the mother what to do, or the father what to do. So y'all know what I'm talking about. In any structure, somebody is gonna naturally take the lead. In any structure, I'm a put the thumbnail. In any structure, somebody is gonna naturally take the lead. So if you don't lead as a man, the woman is gonna naturally lead. If you don't lead as the mother, the father, you rather lay up there and do drugs, or sit up there fucking and sucking with your husband, your woman, whatever. It's gonna be one of your offsprings to naturally take the lead, to naturally go to the store, cook the food, take care of their brothers and their other brothers and sisters. Somebody is always going to naturally take the lead. If you're in a situation, you stuck on a desert island, we always watch that show, Survivor, all these type of shows. What? Somebody always naturally take the lead. Okay? always naturally take the lead. There's always a natural leader, right? This is why you have to determine who the fuck is gonna lead when you're in a relationship. If you don't determine that as a man, if you get with a masculine woman, she gonna start thinking she the fucking leader. She gonna start thinking she's the fucking leader because you have a lot of masculine women out here, and she has to understand and overstand how you lead. How you lead. There's different type of leaders. There's leaders that are very outspoken. They lead with their by words and speaking strongly. There are leaders that lead by example. There are leaders that lead in both ways. There's all kind of leaders. She have to adapt to how you lead, okay? In order for you to be compatible. She have to agree with the way you're leading and what you're saying and how you're leading. All of that, she has to agree. I always use the example. I got this from Yusuf L over there, High Frequency Radio. A man is like a train and a woman is the passenger. The train has a destination, okay? The train is going somewhere. It has to go somewhere, right? The only job of the man has to maintain the train, drive the train, everything, right? The only job of the woman is to figure out which train she wants to get on. That's her only fucking job. Which train she wants to fucking get on. She want to get on the train going to New York City, California, Washington, D.C., Miami, Florida, Arizona, Chicago. Which fucking train you want to get on? It's the same thing I'm going to teach my daughter. I'm teaching my daughter. When you choose a man, it's like picking a train. Which train do you want to get on? I shouldn't even say that because, you know, they always say, anyhow, let me not say that. But anyhow, y'all get the point. Y'all get the idea. All right? As a woman, this is why now I'm going to get into it. Whenever I start dating a woman, I hate to use that word dating. Whenever I'm courting a woman, I always say, look, this is my life. I have questions that I ask a woman, that I tell a woman, hey, this is me. This is my life. This is everything I could tell you about right now. Come look at my life. Look at how I live, where I live. I tell a woman my whole situation. I'm upfront and honest. I'm building. This the vehicle I drive. This my whole situation. Right? Some women, they say, yeah, and they fuck with you. And some women, they like, oh, no, I can't handle that. And some women, they'll say, okay, well, let me see what you're talking about. It's intriguing. Right? The women, I'm realizing the women that's like, yeah, it's not going to work. They're not even paying the fuck attention to what you're telling them. Look, bitch, this is my life. This is how I live. Are you sure you down for this? Okay, I'm not religious. I'm an off-gridder. I like to live in the woods in small structures. I like to drive older pickup trucks. You know, I get $1 billion right now. All I'm going to do is take my pickup trucks and buy some more old pickup trucks. You know, I'm going to probably buy some pickup trucks from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and I'm going to get them totally restored. You know, I'm not really into all the new trucks with the computers and all this type of shit. I'm really not into it, right? I like old pickup trucks. I'm like Jay Leno. I like old vehicles, and they hold a value. Older vehicles, you restore them, they hold a value, right? A brand new vehicle, it loses its value, right? The minute you drive off the lot, I'm all about assets and buying things that's going to make money over time, not things that's going to take money away from me over time. So that's another reason why I'm into old pickup trucks and old vehicles, right? Whenever I tell a woman my life, how I am, one of the ways I could tell if this is not going to work, even in business, whenever I tell business partners this is my life, the way I know it's not going to work is if I'm telling them and they just like, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, this bitch is not even paying attention to what the fuck I'm saying. This shit ain't going to work. They just trying to get in where they fit in, agree with every fucking thing I say, for some money, some dick, some attention, whatever, right? I already know it's not gonna work. Okay. The second type of woman or person is somebody that they okay. I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I fuck with you. Okay. Then you have all the in between, right? I'm not gonna get into that. The bottom line is, whenever you're building something, a business, a relationship, anything you're building, you have to be equally yoked. You have to be equally yoked. You have to figure out, number one, what this whole video is about. You have to figure out who's the fucking leader. You cannot get into a relationship like this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Any woman I'm talking to now, I'm like, look, because I was just talking to a female yesterday. I'm like, look, I'm a man, and I believe the man is the head of the household. I'm very traditional. Okay, I see you got a lot of masculinity in you, and I get it. You probably been dealing with dudes that don't have structure for you. This is one of my questions. I've always asked, do you allow your man, would you follow your man's structure? I've always asked this question, right? People completely overlook it. Bitches completely overlook it. If I set up a structure, would you follow it? And this is my structure, right? And sometimes people get in it and they realize, oh, this is too much for me. You know, I got on the wrong train. Sometimes it's just like a train. You realize you got on the wrong fucking train. You get to your destination. Like I went to a lot of places. I got on a train one time. I don't even know where the fuck I was. And one time I went to Delaware and I'm like, oh, hell no. Delaware is fucked up. I got my ass out of there that night. I went to the airport and got my ass out of there that fucking night. I'm like, ain't no fucking way I'm staying in Delaware. I don't give a fuck. Delaware fucked up. And this is a long time ago, about 20 years ago. Exactly 20 years ago. But anyhow, sometimes you just get on the wrong train. And when you realize you're on the wrong train, you want to get off as soon as possible, right? Don't sit up there arguing with the fucking train conductor. They have a duty. They have a duty. They have a mission. They know where the fuck they're going. I don't like when women want to sit up there and fucking argue with me. Bitch, I already told you where I'm going, what I'm doing, how I'm getting there, everything. I gave you a pre-ride to everything. I gave you what they call it, not a syllabus, but an itinerary and every fucking thing. And bitch, you still want to sit up here fucking argue with me. Okay? I'm not going to keep going through that with that, right? So I'm telling you, as men, you first have, if you want to be a leader, you have to set up an itinerary. An itinerary. As a man, you have to set up an itinerary. You have to set up a structure. You have to set up itinerary, structure, vision, goal, all of that, and say, woman, listen, this is it. You want to get on this train or not? Okay, it's up to her. Don't force her. Don't beat her into it. You ain't running no cult, no shit like that. It's just your vision, what you want to do. I don't care if you want to be in real estate, rapper, singer, actor, football player. I don't care if you want 1 offspring, 0 offsprings, 100 offsprings, whatever the fuck your vision is, your itinerary is, whatever the Creator Balanced Universe put on your heart, you need to let women know. Okay? If you are the leader, if she want to get on your train, then that's on her. Okay? It's raining again. All right. Otherwise, guess who's going to become the fucking leader eventually in the relationship? The woman. The woman. She's going to become the fucking leader. Okay. And if you're like me and you're like, oh, hell no, bitch, it ain't going down like that, you're going to break up. And you done wasted all this time trying to build with somebody just to break up. Just to break up. Okay. When you start seeing a woman lose respect for you, losing appreciation for you, her attention is somewhere else. She's like on your train, but another flashy train done rode by. Oh damn, that they partying on that train over there. Or she sees something over there on that train. She's getting off your train and she's going on that train. When the train conductor taking a nap on his break, she wanna fucking sneak off the train and she's gonna go on another train. I'm telling you. All right, this is what happens in life, even in business. You doing business with somebody, the minute you as the head of the business take a nap, a motherfucker, I had this happen to me. You know, I'm doing business with somebody, was doing stocks, actually cryptocurrency, and because somebody else told them, oh no man, invest over here, the minute I close my eye a little bit, they're over there investing with them. I'm like, bitch, you supposed to be over here, bro, you supposed to be over here investing with me. All right? Anyhow, that's just how it go. People think it's always greener on the other fucking side. This is why I tell people, hey, it might not be green over here, but this is my side. This is my side. Okay, I might be in a winter or fall season, but my spring is coming. My spring is coming. And my spring is here right now. My summer and spring is here right now. Okay? So, and people don't get that part. People don't get that everything has its seasons. Relationships, life, business has its seasons. You have to plant the seed, motherfucker. You have to plant the seed. The seed not going to grow overnight. The seed going to go through winter, summer, fall, spring. Okay? Autumn. All the seasons. Okay? Shit don't just happen overnight. All right? But if a motherfucker want to abandon the mission before you get to your destination, before the harvest comes in, that's on them. That is on them. Okay? The minute I see somebody in my circle want to abandon the mission, you know, it's a wrap. Okay? Now, also, when you see a person have their own mission or they want to drive the fucking train, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. As a leader, you have to always maintain your leadership status. Don't be up there, be like, hey, babe, you want to ride this train, drive the train for a little while? That bitch will end up throwing you in a ditch. Okay? I don't care what religion you are, beliefs you have, stick to it. This is why people that stick to their dreams, their hopes, their visions are successful in life. I don't care. You could be the worst rapper ever. If you are convicted in being the best rapper of all time, you will be the best rapper of all time. Boxer, singer, rapper, actor, athlete, contractor, business person, real estate guru, whatever you are absolutely convicted of in your heart, I don't care if it take 1 year or literally on your deathbed, you become successful 50, 60 years later, eventually you will be successful. I know a dude, he wasn't a millionaire successful till he was 70 years old. Grant Cardone didn't become a millionaire till he was like 50 something years old, and now he's a billionaire at 60 something years old. People actually become most people become successful after 50 years old. Samuel L. Jackson did not become successful till he was like 42 years old, 40 something years old, in his mid 40s. Samuel L. Jackson, his first major role was playing that crackhead in Coming to America. That was his first major role. Some people just don't become successful. And now Samuel L. Jackson, one of the highest actors in Hollywood, like one of the top 3. And at one point he was number 1. Highest paid actor in Hollywood. Okay? So it's not an age thing. It's just a consistency thing. You just got to keep at it. All right? But you have to establish your God, your leader, your vision, your goal, your epitome. the top. Okay, what's this best football player name? He went viral with Cat Williams. I forgot his name. Shannon. Shannon said he never got married and he never wanted to get married because he knew football was his God. Football was his leader, his God, his woman, his everything. And he told women this. Football was his everything. So a woman ain't got no choice but to respect it if she want to fuck with him. If she wanted to fuck with him, bitch, you know, you just a piece of ass. And, you know, I ain't going to be there like that. Like, you know, football is my woman. Okay, land, property, building is my woman, my vision, my main thing. Okay, I might not see you because I'm too focused on my vision. If I'm with a woman and she don't get that, that's not my woman. If she's not with me like this, if she not with me like this on that vision, rolling with me, doing everything we got to do, if she's off, you know, trying to do her own vision, if our vision not the same, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I realize that you have to have if you both want to become rappers, you will both want to become singers, if you both want to become real estate moguls, if you both want to become fucking divers, drug dealers, I don't care what you both want to become, you have to do it together. Or one has to be the leader of it and the other one 100% supportive of it. 100,000% supportive of it. You can't be halfway fucking supportive. You got to be 1,000,000% of supportive. I could look at any relationship and I'm going to just find out who's the leader and what the leader is about. And I could tell you if that relationship is going to work or not. That's all you got to do. Look at any relationship, figure out who's the leader and see what the leader is about. And I could tell you exactly if that's going to be a happy, successful relationship. Like, you have some relationships, the dude make money. He make a lot of money. The minute he stopped making money, the relationship over. You know why? He never had a real structure in place. He only know how to get up and go to work. He only know how to get up and go to work and maybe bring the money home. But once that money dried up, she looking for another dude that could get up and go to work. He has no backup plan, no structure. All right. This is why I be telling you guys, you can't just be getting up and fucking go to work. You have to have a plan. Okay. You have to have a backup systems plan. You have to have a support system. As a man, I believe men need to support other men. Your main financial support should not really come from your woman. Of course, your woman going to be there to back you up. But your main, this is what I personally know. I ain't even going to say believe. As a man, you ought to be able to go to another man and say, bro, you know, I need $1,000, $100,000, $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe it should be, you should, that's why I have the friends I have. I could go to any one of my friends, my close friends, and be like, bro, I need 1,000, 10,000, whatever I need. Okay, I'm not going to put that responsibility on my woman. Okay, I'm also not going to go asking my buddies for that money because obviously you got to go pay it back unless I really, really need it, right? I just don't believe in putting that pressure on your woman to basically provide for you, you know. But of course, she's your helper. So, you know, a little help is wonderful, but not a big pressure of help. Okay, like if you need $1,000, you know, let's say something realistic like $100,000, and your woman make the same amount of money as you, you know, I just don't believe. But you know, she made the same amount of money as you, but she probably came into some money, right? She came into some money. If she want to help you, that's fine, because she's helping her also. But I really believe a man should go to another man for the money. Okay, that's her money. If she want to invest it in the family, that's a wonderful woman. If she want to take the money and blow it, you know, to me, that's her prerogative. Now, I will say, if I have a woman, we make the same amount of money or whatever, but she come into some money all of a sudden from whatever, inheritance, lottery, whatever, and she take the money and blow it, I'm looking at her sideways. I am looking at her sideways. You know what I'm saying? She should have, even if she don't invest in my vision, our vision, she should invest in something productive and not be out here buying clothes, shoes, and a bunch of dumb shit, right? So I am looking at her sideways, right? But I just don't believe a man should be looking up at a woman for all the financials, right? Now, I will say this. You have to figure out her level of what she expects from you. Some women want a Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz, and some women don't care if you're on a bicycle or a horse. Some women want a mansion in the hills, and some women don't care if you're in a tent or sleeping in your vehicle. So you have to determine what level of security production she is expecting of you, right? So as a leader, as a producer, you have to say, look, babe, this is my life. Is this enough production for you? Is this enough vision for you? Or you need a dude with a Rolls Royce, Mercedes Benz? Because I show women straight up, hey, this is my truck. This is my life. This is where I live, how I live. These are my friends. This is my support system, my backup. If anything happened, these are the type of friends I have that could back us up. You know, they're helping me. I'm helping them. I tell and show women all of this. Sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes you have women, they believe they're the man, and they believe, hey, I'm your only support system. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to show you what to do. Fuck your friends, right? You have some women like that, right? They're masculine ass fucking women, right? Anyhow, I'll probably end up trying to do a part 2 or whatever. I got to get up and have some breakfast and go work on this kitchen. I love you guys. Every minute of every yay, millions of dollars come to us now, instantly, effortlessly, naturally now. Every minute of every yay, millions of dollars come to us now, instantly, effortlessly, naturally now. Every minute of every yay, millions of dollars come to us now, instantly, effortlessly, naturally now. All right. If this video resonate with you, if I resonate with you, please comment down. Okay. And let me tell you, this is why in the Bible says the sheep will hear the shepherd's voice. Everybody is not going to hear your voice and listen to you. I don't listen to everybody. I don't listen. I used to listen to Wall Street Trapper about stocks, but the way he talks so ghetto and shit like that, and I just couldn't keep relating to him. So I found Aristotle Investment over there at Honey Dip, right? The way that brother talked, he talked very clear, very normal, very, to me, leadership like. Okay, he don't talk like he's from the streets like Wall Street Trapper. So I more relate to Aristotle. Another dude from the street might relate to Wall Street Trapper. There's nothing bad to say about Wall Street Trapper. It's just I can't relate. I've been in the street life, but I cannot fucking relate to the way he speak. I can more relate to Aristotle. He was in the military. He's an ex-military dude. He's family oriented. He got his woman, his offsprings. I can more relate to that, right? So, and they do the exact same thing. So sheep will hear my voice. I believe my woman will hear my voice and be like, dang, this nigga makes sense. This is the dude I've been waiting for all my life, right? So as a man, don't waver. However you are, whoever you are, don't waver. Now, it's not to say don't become a better version of yourself constantly, because I also know for a fact, if you're the same person today you was yesterday, you wasted 24 hours. There's no fucking way in the world It's what time it is now? It's maybe 9 a.m., 8 a.m. It's no fucking way in the world by midnight tonight I'm not a better man than I was at 8 a.m. Well, it's 8:42 now, call it 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock a.m. tomorrow, I should be a better man. I should have learned something and become a better man. This is why I say by the time I'm 48, I should have 48 properties. I'm like, universe, how can I have 48 properties by the time I'm 48? You know why? Because it's a lot of people out here in their 40s and 50s in the same situation they was in their teens and 20s and 30s. Have no assets, have nothing. They're just like a dang person starting off with a vehicle, apartment, living with their family members. It's like, what the fuck you been doing for 30 years, 20 years? How the fuck you 40, 50, 60 years old and you in the same position you was 20, 30, 40 years ago? It's not adding up. So I'm like, okay, universe, how can I be in a better position at 48 that I was at 47? Because at 47, I don't even think I bought one property. I might have bought one, but I don't even think I bought one. Yeah, I think I bought my Missouri property when I was 47 or 46. But I'm like, man, I'm gonna be 48. I should have 48 properties. And that's what I'm doing. And it instantly came to me how I'm gonna buy them, right? Because I've been doing tax deed property researching lately, and I realized I could buy a lot of properties through the tax deed cheap for nothing, few $1,000s, few $100s. So and actually the people I've been buying properties from, that's how they've been buying a lot of their properties, right? So anyhow, I'm telling you guys, you have to always better yourself. If you're in the same position next year you was in this year, you wasted a whole fucking year. You wasted a whole fucking year. Okay? I have a better vehicle than I had last year. I have a more business. I added another business to my repertoire. And like I said, I'm about to have 15 more properties than I had last year. By the end of the year, I have around 5 to 15 more properties than I had last year. I'm going to say 15. I'm not even going to waver in that. I'm convicted in that. Okay? You have to be convicted. You have to have a purpose. You have to have a vision. Okay? If it don't happen, it don't happen. But you have to push through. Okay? You have to push through. And the universe will make a way, give you the money and resources. You'll be surprised. You'll be walking down the street and somebody see you walking. You have no idea how you know how many times that happened to me? One time I was with my son and we was walking to the gas station because I ran out of gas. And a brother saw me with my son and he's like, "You good, brother? You all right? You look distressed." I'm like, "Man, I ran out of gas." He's like, "You got money?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't. Like, you know, I got my son. I've been entertaining him." Like, he's like, "No, man, brother took me to the gas station, gave me $20 in gas, brought me back to my vehicle. I filled it up." Another time I was by myself, it happened. A white brother with his family picked me up, helped me put gas in my vehicle, and all of that, man. Shout out to those brothers. It was a black brother and a white brother. I know they got tenfolds what they did for me. And I've done it for brothers. I've done it for people. I've done it for women. You know, shit happens in life. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that I didn't have the money, but I didn't have the money cash. I didn't have the money cash. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, always have a plan. Always have a plan. Always have a plan as a man. A plan where you're going, a plan how you're going to get there, and a plan how you're going to stay there. This is why I tell y'all, buy land. This is how the super rich maintain and stay in position. You have to figure out where you're going, how you're going to get there, And once you get there, how the fuck you're gonna stay there as a man. And then relate that to your woman. And if she's down for that, wonderful. If she's not, that's not your passenger. That is not your passenger. That is not your co-pilot. That is not your vice president. She need to go get on a train that motherfucker's going where she wants to go. You steady rolling, some women gonna get on your train, or a woman gonna get on your train that she's like, brother, I love where you going. I'm going the same direction. We might as well go together. That's how that go. But she gotta know you're the leader. Bitch, if you change your mind, you don't want to go in this direction no more, just get off. Because I'm going where I'm going. If I want to change direction, I'll change direction and I'll let you know I'm changing direction. If I'm a Christian and I want to be a fucking Muslim, I'll let you know. But for right now, bitch, I'm a Christian. Or right now, I'm a Muslim. Or I'm this or I'm that. Or I'm an atheist or whatever. Whatever the fuck you are, you be that. And if you change, well, you know, then it just changed and the dynamics of the relationship might change. You know, I know a lot of people like that. I was in that situation when I was a Christian for a very brief period of time. I was a hardcore Christian from like 14 to 19. And then I realized the Bible was just a metaphoric book because certain shit wasn't adding up and these pastors couldn't answer my question. How the fuck this dude was born of Adam and Eve, but then he went to, I forget where, and he found a wife. I thought the only two people in existence was Adam and Eve and then Cain and Abel. How did one of them, I think it was Cain, go somewhere else and find a woman? Shouldn't he be having babies technically with his mother? You know what I'm saying? So it didn't add up. Or if Adam and Eve had more babies and they had daughters, shouldn't he be having sex with his sister and make babies? Like, the shit just is a lot of shit. You know, when they talk about Noah's Ark and all the animals, like Noah's Ark would have had to been as big as fucking a whole fucking city. It would have had to been as big as a city or half a city or a quarter of a city. You know what I'm saying? Just certain shit was not fucking adding up to me. So I'm like, you know what? This is not things that actually happen. This is metaphysics. The Bible's metaphysics, esoteric knowledge, downloads that people got and put it together. Our ancestors put it together, and then King James and all these other motherfuckers stole it and made a religion out of it. I saw that at 19 years old, but I got with a woman and she convinced me that no, the Bible's real and all of this type of shit. And I went back to church when I was like 23 to like 25, 26. And my wife at the time, we was staunch Christians. We went back to church. And then at 26, I'm like, man, I can't do this. This is some bullshit, man. I love the Bible. It's metaphysics. It's metaphysics. It's esoteric knowledge. It's not no fucking religious book. This is why a lot of people cannot follow the Bible to a T. You cannot follow it to a T. You got bitches out here been married 2, 3, 4 times. Bitches out here with 50 and 100 body counts. Bitch, how the fuck are you a Christian? You got bitches out here fornicating every weekend. Bitch, how the fuck are you a Christian? Not even you can follow the Bible. You can't follow the Bible because the Bible is not a religious book. It's esoteric knowledge. It's metaphysics. It's just a guide to show you, and then you take the guide and just like people do, you take out of it what resonate with you, and then you make your own way. And that's what people do. People take out of the Bible what resonate with them. This and that resonate with me, but all this other shit about fornicating, nah, that don't resonate with me. I need some dick. I need some pussy. You know, hey, this motherfucker ain't acting right. I should be able to divorce. And that's what happens. That's what fucking happens. Anyhow, I love y'all, man. Talk to y'all later. Every minute of every yay, millions of dollars come to us now. Get in my mastermind, man. 754-229-0940. 754-229-0940. I love y'all. Peace. It's from $11 to $2,000, $2,500. I got a different plan for everybody. Okay, talk to y'all later. And you can make payments on any plan. You can make payments. All right, love you. Peace.